Introducing Executive Vice Chairman Bayona.
How's everybody doing? Hey, real quick. All right, whoosh. Real quick. I don't know about you. I'm a little competitive. I heard there's a little rinky-dink deal going on in the other side of town. Please stop. There's a little rinky-dink deal going on the other side of town, and all I know is Twitter is blowing up, and we're the #2 trend in all of Twitter going on. Hey, I don't know about you, but #2 is the first loser. We gotta start blowing this sucker up, and we gotta get to #1. But hey, for the rest of this evening, we're coming to an end. There's about 2 more hours. I want to change the way we do Breakthrough. I feel like we've been very casual, a little passive about it almost. And from here on forward, every time we say breakthrough, I want you to feel like you're going through your shirt because you're about to have a breakthrough in your life. Is that fair? So, we're not doing the whoosh, and you can do it while you sit down, but I want to hear a breakthrough on 3. Is that fine? So, on 3, we're going to do it. And I'm going to count in Spanish because I'm Mexican. If you don't understand it, follow my fingers. 1,
2, 3, breakthrough!
All right. Hey, I just want to thank Ed Milet, the home office. I was talking to Victor Sanchez here at lunch, and he's like, hey, how was that Gran Cardone thing? I was like, are you kidding me? Was that? Nobody knew. Was anybody a little excited about that? Hey, let me tell you what's happening. We're making WFG cool again. And we're playing offense. And I want you to understand that over the next 3 months, the rest of this year is going to be the best part of this year. A lot of people have been saying I've been getting goosebumps, and it's a different type of feeling. I hope you're getting the same feeling that we're getting here. Today I'm going to get a chance to get into our story, but I just want to thank everybody that is backstage, all the home office staff, all the leadership that put this together. I am over there sweating, like throwing up, eating my throw up, like super nervous. And they're like, it's okay, he's going to be fine. And they're putting this whole thing. So let's give them a quick round of applause. So this is my first PowerPoint ever. And I asked them next time if I ever get a chance to speak, please don't put me on the last day, after Paul Hart, after Jeff Levitan, after Gran Cardone, and before Ed Milet. So I'll just get to tell you a different story, and if you remember anything, it'll be the little Mexican kid that did it, so if he can do it, you can do it. So, but let me tell you a little bit of myself, if we can get the PowerPoint going. This picture was chosen by my beautiful wife. I don't like it because my beard looks patchy, but this is me. This is me. A lot of people go, did you win the Halloween contest? I'm like, no, this was every day. And I grew up, like people are like, you grew up in Mexico? I'm like, yeah, is that like New Mexico? I'm like, no, dude, it's like the original Mexico. And I grew up and I used to dress like that every single day. I'm so proud of my heritage. It was just great seeing Juan Jaime, Diego Hart on stage yesterday. It was like, hey. And I've never heard so many Latinos in a financial convention. We're usually the ones cleaning, and this time we're the one winning. And so, but hey, if you think this is funny, check out my first day in the company. And Randy Sicados will remember this day. And Eric Olson made fun of me, and I literally burned this outfit the day after. But this was my first day in the company. Ever. Can you believe that? You know the crazy thing? I got my Social Security the week prior. I didn't own a suit. I had a sidekick too for all of us that are millennials, and I had crashed 2 cars in the past 6 months because this is when texting started getting cool, and I didn't know how to do 2 things at the same time, and everybody made fun of me at the time. Like, you look like a kid. You're 19, but you look 11. And who wears a baby blue sweater? And I didn't speak much English. I've been making phone calls and people say, "What do you say?" And I'm like, "1 second, Randy, finish it." And I invited people the wrong way. I messed up every appointment. I missed my own market. I told them our company was a bad. I was just messing it all up. But let me tell you one thing. Some of you look nicer than this today. Some of you are a lot sharper than I was back then. Some of you, your English is better. And some of yours clearly isn't, because not even the translators can do it. Hey, real quick. But can I tell you one thing? None of that matters. We don't sell English here. You know what we sell? We sell a vision. We sell a crusade. We sell a solution. We sell a better life. You know what we sell? We sell the American dream. And I feel like too many of us are a little too casual about this thing. And there's out there people recruiting to worse deals. And we have the best opportunity in North American business. And we got to be a little bit more aggressive. We got to be a little bit more bold. We got to stop being so cool for school. One of the things I don't appreciate moving up the ranks is the higher I move up, the more cool the people are. They forget where they come from. They don't clap the same way. They don't get up the same way. They don't work as hard as they used to work. Let me tell you one thing. This is not about us anymore. It's about our team. There's a group of crazy people back then that we sold them a dream that we got to deliver to. But anyways, I grew up, and here I'm 27 at this time. And by the way, what I love about WFG is the only place where they lie about everything they say about you. I am not 34, and I don't know where they got that I got married in Puerto Rico. I thought they were gonna say that I'm a Marshall too or something. I'm 29 and I got married in Acapulco about 7 months ago to the love of my life right there, Lisa Solatre. Now, Lisa Bayona. And this was us 2 years ago. I want you to look at this picture, please. 2 years ago, we're an executive marketing director team. And we had, I don't know, you can count those people, maybe 40 people in that picture. And I've been in the business now for 8 years. And you know what happened? We had what this convention is called. We had a breakthrough. Let me fast forward 6 months. We went from 40 people to have over close to 500 people at the Wealth Bowl of the Year with Eric Olson. And for that Wealth Bowl, we were crowned the MVP team. And people say, "What happened, Mario? What changed? What was the breakthrough?" I just want you to know, when the leader is ready, the team will appear. I think you got to be ready to receive the team that's coming your way. But another thing, I joined the leadership development business, and what I mean by that is that it's more important what we do for others than what we do for ourselves. This event changed our life, and let me tell you a few tips on how this can happen to you too. First, let's define what a breakthrough is. A breakthrough is a noun, it's a plural noun, and it stands for a sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development. I hope today you have a sudden, dramatic, important discovery on yourself. And as I talk about this, they say, "Well, how do you have a breakthrough?" Well, let me give you 5 ways to create a breakthrough in your business. Number 1, you gotta make a decision. You see, I hope today's stocks don't motivate you. I hope today's stocks don't inspire you. I hope today's stocks make you push yourself to a decision-making moment that will change the destiny of your life. A lot of people, that was a great talk. You see, it doesn't matter how you feel right now. It matters how you feel Tuesday afternoon when you go prospect somebody in, or that appointment cancels on you, or the person that told you that they were going to go all in decides to quit the business because the wife back home is not supported. You got to be able to protect these emotions you have right now, and you got to make a decision, man. A decision is cutting out all options. 8 years ago, I decided to quit everything in my life, come full-time, dropped out of school, did everything my friends told me not to do, and despite of all that, I knew where I was going, and I was not going to listen to somebody that was not there. Number 2, you got to find a mentor. And I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and they're talking about mentorship, and I just want to tell you, mentorship is everything. And I have a guy standing right in front of me. His name is Eric Olson and Sandra. And I will tell you one thing, Lisa and I and our family will not be blessed the way that it is if it wasn't for this man right here. And everything he said we do. Do I agree with everything? Absolutely not. Is some things challenging? Absolutely. But he's where I want to be. And you gotta find someone. And a lot of you may not have the blessing to have a great leader like I had with Eric Olson. But you gotta go seek for it. People go, well, what do they think I'm annoying? Well, would you rather be annoying or would you rather be broke? Go look for leadership. Those that are leaders are waiting for their teammates to say, I need a coach. Can you coach me? Number 2, you gotta find a mentor in business. Number 3, you gotta know the numbers, you gotta accept the numbers, and you gotta run the numbers. A lot of people are all excited right now. You know, it doesn't matter. If you don't go and make phone calls tonight, hopefully as I'm talking to you, you're not writing what I'm saying here, but you're writing someone in your notes that you gotta call the second I'm done getting out of the stage. Because it's action that makes the difference, not emotion. And I wanna challenge you that right now, you understand that you gotta accept the numbers, run the numbers, and know one thing. For every 10 people you call, 6 are gonna say yes, 3 are gonna lie and actually show up, and only 1's gonna sign up. So for every 10 that you call, you're gonna get 1. So when 9 don't sign up, don't go, oh man, everything they said is not true. No, absolutely, you're absolutely wrong. You just gotta play the numbers. The bigger numbers you play, the less emotion takes place. A lot of you are very emotional with the numbers because you run very little ones. So I wanna challenge you to just run bigger numbers. Number 4, you gotta commit to a strong personal example. Hey, you gotta come out of retirement and you gotta stop managing your team, you gotta start leading your team. How can you lead others if you can't even lead yourself? And I wanna tell one thing, there's a new wave in WFG coming. And I'm just saying, I pay my respects to everybody that's gone before us. But there's a new phase of the company coming. And we are hungrier than we've ever been before, and we're more competitive than we've been before, and we're gonna bring back old school competition to a whole new level. And we're not just competing against each other, we're competing against the other companies that are trying to come after us. And here's the thing, it's not us against each other, it's us against them. And it's us against the industry that is lying and unservicing the communities that you and I come from. You know, no one came to talk to my dad. I gotta come after the guys that ignore my father. I just got a text from my father saying, thank you for the best vacation of my life. My daddy's very sick. He almost died about 5 years ago. And I just want to tell you one thing. When he almost died, he cannot travel anymore. He's on 24 hours of dialysis. Our business has been able to, I was able to retire him when I was 22, and he's financially taken care of. And I bring him to convention every year. It's a blessing being able to be there for those that love you. And I hope that you do the same. And last but not least, because I'm getting a little winded here, you gotta work your tail off. Success does not come to those that don't work their tail off. That's why I wrote it like that. But I just want to end with something. If I can please get Elmo. And this is a hard thing to do, but this is a very joyful picture. We were in St. Martin last week. My tan's not as good at Ed's, but I'm working on it. Partially, I'm browner naturally. But doesn't this look like fun? This is 4:30 in the morning at the villa. We're having a great time. And before 7 a.m., this lady never woke up. And a few hours before we're talking business, the plans we have to conquer the world. She taught us how to play spades that night. Had some of the best conversations we've ever had, and she was just in such a happy moment. She had sacrificed her grandmother's 100th birthday to be with us, and she didn't wake up. And the funeral's on Monday when we get back. The family moved it because they knew we were here. And she died in the battlefield. She died doing what she loved to do. Something very few people can say. I'm dedicating my year to this woman right here called Ramona Houston. It's been a great... And it's great to know that our company's been with us side by side with all the process of this happening. And Joe told me yesterday that we're going to make sure we honor her the right way. And it's a great feeling knowing that. But if it wasn't for our company, she would have never been helped. No one had ever talked to her family. I want you to ask yourself a question. If not us, who's going to go help these people? The major institutions are not going to do it. We got to go do it. Look, I have a final slide, if we can go back to it. Sorry. I did not go to the final slide. I just want to show you something because I really believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe God sends his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. And if any of you, right, anybody here battling something tough, like maybe it's a sickness or health, I just want to tell you one thing. If we can go to the last slide, I will say this, guys. Lisa and I are committed to have a breakthrough. Our team is committed to have a breakthrough. I want to challenge you that you commit that after this event, your life will never be the same. Have a great convention. Thank you so much.